A graceful weeping willow tree grows beside a small pond created from her tears. In her branch-like arms she clutches a beautiful harp, as a child would a cherished toy.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Yes, she turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow.
The sign seems self-explanatory enough. Enter at your own risk. The magic amulet begins to glow softly as Graham slips it over his head. He then carefully tucks the amulet into the front of his tunic, hiding it from sight.
Oh, no! Oh, I'm not going in there! Can't you read the sign? Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here. Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
It seems to Graham that there is an unusually large number of toads in this forest. To Graham's great relief, it appears that the witch's magic has been stopped by the amulet he is wearing, just as Madame Mushka said it would.
What's this?
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Good. That old witch won't be seen here for a long time. But now, how to get out of this dreadful forest?
A crude little door has been built into the trunk of this large, grotesque tree. Graham tugs firmly on the door in the tree, but finds it securely locked. Crude, misshapen structure, which remotely resembles a house, sits forlornly in the center of the gloomy forest. A crevasse spewing hot steam and licks of flames surrounds it. The old witch's house has been crudely fashioned from an old tree trunk and salvaged stone. Being cold and creepy, Graham finds he would just as soon hurry up and leave. Tucked under a large crack in the wall, which seems to serve as a window, Graham sees an interesting wooden trunk. Graham spies a small drawer built into the trunk of a tree, which pokes awkwardly through the wall of the house. A small, intricate spinning wheel is put away in the trunk. Reaching a hand into the trunk, Graham retrieves the small spinning wheel. A small leather pouch is tucked away in the drawer. A small leather pouch is tucked away in the drawer. Graham reaches the drawer and removes the leather pouch. The old witch's house has been crudely fashioned from an old tree trunk and salvaged stone. Being cold and creepy, Graham finds he would just as soon hurry up and leave. An interesting incense burner hangs from a protruding tree branch. Occasionally, from within it, a tiny glint winks. What's this? Why, it's a little key. A set of stone steps, much too narrow for Graham's larger body, wind precariously upward in the back of the room. Graham finds that the little key fits perfectly in this lock. Graham is charmed to find a little golden heart inside the door of the twisted old tree. Reaching into the little door of the tree, Graham extracts the little golden heart. Strange plants and animals inhabit this dark and dreary place, while thin rays of sunlight barely break the surface of the forest's thick foliage. Strange. The worn old shoe is cracked and dry. Upon opening the leather pouch, Graham discovers 3 sparkling emeralds. Honey drips at the... Graham squeezes the honeycomb as hard as he can, which causes the honey to drip out of it onto the ground, creating a sticky little puddle at his feet. Now all that's left of the honeycomb is a piece of beeswax, which Graham puts back in his pocket.
Please, let me go. I beg of you.
Why should I do that? What will you do for me?
I'll show you the way out of the forest, if you let me go.
How do I know I can trust you?
I give you my word. An elf never breaks his word.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but okay.
Move over, Rocky. You're in our way.
Sorry.
Follow me. In here.
Warning, this cartoon can...
Hey! Over here! I've got something for you. I never take anything without giving in return. For your generosity in giving me those exquisite emeralds, I give you my finest pair of shoes. May they help you in your quest. Follow that passage over there. It's the way out of the dark forest.
Thank you very much for all your help. I'm sure I'll be able to find a use for these fine shoes.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're okay. I was beginning to worry.
You were right not to want to venture in that dark forest, Cedric. I thought I'd never get out of there alive.
I don't need this old thing anymore. Look at me, I'm a princess again. Herbert!
Alicia. Where have you been all this time, my love?
Oh, darling, just take me home. I'll tell you on the way.
Now, why would she toss aside this beautiful harp? Well, if she doesn't want it, I'll take it.
It is a small harp of beautifully carved mahogany. A tambourine lies on the ground near the abandoned gypsy encampment. Not seeing the tambourine's owner, Graham bends down and rescues it from the ground. An old grandfather gnome sits contentedly on an old stump and smokes a large pipe while watching his grandson at play. Sitting on a stool in front of his house, a young gnome happily plays with an exquisite marionette.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son, and I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be. Where did you get this? I thought I had lost it.
Oh, is it yours? I found it in the old witch's house in the dark forest.
So that's where it got to. The old hag took it, eh? You know, this ain't an ordinary spinning wheel.
It's not? What's so special about it?
Why, this spinning wheel can spin straw into gold, that's what. Except you've got to know how to use it. I doubt even the witch could figure that out. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Now wait, not so fast. How about that marionette? Don't you think the price of the spinning wheel is worth at least twice that of the puppet? I'd love to have it.
Yeah, I guess so. Boy, give that marionette to the man here. I'll make you a new one. Come on, boy. Let's gather up some wood for a new puppet.
Suddenly, frantic squeakings alert Graham to a mangy cat chasing a terrified rat.
Wow!